My own journey, my own swim across the Tiber was a long one. Not so much in terms of the time, but in the need to transform my own mentality, to transform my own heart.
Welcome to this next edition of Roman Nights.
On February the 11th, the EWTN Vatican Bureau hosted its 12th edition of Roman Nights at the Pontifical North American College in Rome to discuss the topic of conversion.
It's full of noises, so we have, as you say, to discipline ourselves.
3 panelists were invited to share their personal conversion stories and discuss the need for daily conversion.
Lord, and I was sitting.
One of them was William Robbins, a convert and seminarian for the Diocese of Beaumont in the United States.
I went through a conversion process there, so I was raised in a Lutheran family, and we were a faithful family in a warm home. We went to church on Sundays, but I really didn't encounter Catholicism until entering high school at Kelly High School. And there were 3 people there that were instrumental in that. The first was Sister Emily Bordash, a Dominican sister who taught there for 40 years. The second were a bunch of my peers through a teen Acts retreat in my now home parish. And the third was our Lord in the Blessed Sacrament.
William eventually received the sacraments of initiation, becoming a member of the Catholic Church. After briefly working in the family business and Texas politics, William felt called to another type of conversion.
He called me at that point, about 10 years before that, to turn and follow him into the church. Here it is again, he's telling me to turn, to convert, and follow him. And I started meeting with my pastor and talking with our vocation director, with some friends, and entered the seminary.
You know, it's in that kind of dirty, confusing.
In a similar manner, Father Michael Baggot, a bioethics professor at the Pontifical Athenaeum Regina Apostolorum in Rome and research scholar at the UNESCO Chair in Bioethics and Human Rights, shared his radical conversion story.
And I had grown up as an agnostic. I was open to the possibility of there being a God, but he had no role whatsoever in my life and my daily decisions.
Father Michael Baggot eventually started to ask himself deeper questions about the meaning of life and life after death. Slowly, he started to perceive a convergence of reasons to believe in a creator.
I think I discovered him first through the beauty of creation. I sensed that maybe there's some sort of creator, a designer, a divine artist who's behind this beauty. I was not willing to just attribute it to being the random byproduct of blind chance forces. I thought there's something more behind this.
The word conversion has traditionally been used to describe the return of the sinner to a life of virtue lived in pursuit of God.
And so I discovered a much deeper level of conversion.
Anna Raisa Favale, an Italian director and screenwriter, shared her thoughts on the need for this daily conversion.
And I think this is a daily conversion each of us has to make, because we're always looking for something else. Like, my life is good, but I would be completely happy if this would happen. If I would be completely happy, I would be... And that means that we are not converted yet, completely. That means that the Lord is not living completely in us, and He cannot really also perform miracles. And sometimes I think we are like this. We want to control some things of our life. We want to do our way. It really is to just let go of any claim of control over my life, and to be completely open, and just not even asking God why. Just, I trust you, God.
The panelists emphasized the power of silence, and especially that of the Eucharistic presence, to facilitate the lifelong process of daily conversion. Reflecting on the faith of the first apostles and recalling the words of Peter to the risen Christ outside Rome, Domine, quo vadis? Lord, where are you going? William Robbins argued that God asks us too, where we are going every day.
He's encountering the Lord again, and he has an option. Do I walk away, where Christ is walking back to Rome to be crucified again? Or do I turn and do I walk with the Lord? And that is what we're called to do every day. The Lord is coming to us in every moment of our life and saying, calling us by name, Will, where are you going? Will you follow me? And we are called to say, yes, Lord, I will walk with you, I will follow you. And, you know, there are big conversions in our lives, but there are also little small ones every single day where we say, yes, Lord, I'm with you.